I just spent 3 days with the Duke football team, and it was an incredible experience. I'm just blown away at this opportunity to not only I spoke, I was able to shadow John Battle, create a day in the life series, but also got to meet a plethora of incredible student athletes, got to be around the campus, and got to experience the city of Durham. There are four main things that stuck out to me about this 3-day trip I've been on. Number one is my guy, John Battle. Some of y'all know the story of me meeting John Battle. John Battle got connected to John Battle through Justice Jones. John Battle bought the ebook. We had a phone call. It was a great phone call. Then I met him in person in Miami, and he took the ebook and created this incredible plan. And I got to see him go to my alma mater, University of Houston, create impact. And now he's at Duke as a director of player development. And I'm just proud of John because these resources I create, he was the 8th subscriber to this channel. These resources I create, these things that I do, these, be it the podcast, the book, the newsletter, the LinkedIn post, whatever it may be, 100 tips, all that stuff's in the show notes. Really, for me, I want people to apply it, right? A lot of people say, I want to get in a role, I want to do this is how I want to do it. But it's always, are you applying what you want? Like, or what, are you applying what you're given? Are you using the resources? And so to see John not only use a resource, but create his own from the resources and then be in the role. I told him he's the first person I've ever shadowed in this role. Like, to literally, I've never got a chance to see player development from another person's point of view or to follow someone through it, because I've always done it. And I teach people off what I've done from my 6 years at the University of Houston, University of Kansas, and Baylor University. And so as a founder of Beyond the Field, where we develop and develop people and elevate programs, I always want to let people know what I did in a role. But it was awesome to take a seat back and see John in his element and see his leadership, see his care, see him serving, see him loving people in this role. And so I'm super proud of him, very, very proud of him to see it come to fruition. This has been a journey over multiple years, and he just kept doing the work, even when he didn't see it, all the multiple no's, all the interviews, and to see him do the work and see where he is now, it's the perfect place, and Duke has the perfect person in the player development role. The second thing I notice is, and I know this from my experience and seeing others in the role, or knowing others in the role, I should say, is you can't make this type of impact without the support of the head coach. And so you can make an impact in the role. I've made an impact in the role when I've had coaches that supported me. I've had impact in the role when I had coaches who didn't support me. So the person can still make the impact, but to make it at the level that they're making it right now in Duke football with the blueprint, and I was here for Leadership Week, you have to have a head coach that agrees. You have to have a head coach that says, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm committed to. This is how we're going to do it. And I did a podcast episode with Coach Diaz, and he talked about it. First thing he said was, like, we got to take care of the players. We have to develop the players. And so having that as a head coach, having that as the head coach's mindset, John and others are able to really create programming to develop the players here. And so if you're a coach listening to this and you're like, man, like, this player development stuff sounds cool. Like, do I need to do it? Is it going to help my players? Absolutely. And so seeing the commitment from Coach Diaz has been incredible. And so that was great to see in person. The third thing is the student athletes. The student athletes, like, coming here, definitely knew, about Duke and the athletes and the university and the prestige and the academic excellence that's here. But just seeing these guys not play on Mr. Know-It-All, or I'm too good, or I don't need your help, right? But to see them really, truly, and I didn't think they were going to do this, right? That wasn't my expectation. But I have had situations in my role where athletes act like that. But I did a presentation on networking. We talked about what networking is, how to work the net, right? Cash your net and work it. We talked about LinkedIn. We talked about elevator pitch. And to see these guys literally dive into the elevator pitches and see guys connect with me on LinkedIn literally right after it. And then the next day, I had guys coming up to me. They wanted to meet another speaker. They're like, hey, can you listen to my pitch? How do I say this? Like, they were literally dropping their ego and like, nah, I want you to help me, right? And so that's one of those things where when you come to a program and you want to help and you want to help athletes, seeing them like really dive in, and they were locked into all the sessions. Like, they were locked into all the sessions. And I talked to Coach Diaz about this. I said, I believe that the development of a person off the field helps with their play on the field. He's like, absolutely. Because we're building an entire man here on and off the field. And so seeing those guys locked in, I'm talking about players that make plays. Like, they got guys, starters, all conference, from last year, preseason all, ACC, All-Americans, locked into the programming. And so I'm super impressed, the respect they have for John, and just, just a great group of young men here. Great group of young men here. Just the respect they have for the trainers, everyone they were involved with. Just a great group of student athletes here, and I'm excited to see what they do in the season. And a lot of these guys, I forgot to address the room and say a lot of you all will be CEOs, right? But just a bright group, a great group of student athletes. And then the fourth thing is the city of Durham. The city of Durham. Shout out to Durham. It's my first time in Durham, and man, it's a hidden gem. I love the city. Like, I love the city. I love the downtown. The food's been great. They pitching a perfect game on food. But it's been a great experience to be here in Durham. And so I'm really excited. It's been a great opportunity for me. But to see the city of Durham, y'all, I'm going to be back. I'm coming back to a Duke football game. And I was texting my wife, like, babe, you got to come out here and check all this. Not only the city, but the campus was beautiful. Duke's University campus is beautiful. We went to the chapel, unreal. Felt like I was in another country. But yeah, Durham is slept on. This is a great place to have a university. This program is set up really, really good for player development and the impact they could make on athletes because of John Battle, because of the support of Coach Manny Diaz, because of student athletes and the city of Durham. There's a lot of things that can happen here. And so my 3 days were great. Those were my observations. First class, they treated me very, very well. They allowed me to create content, which was awesome. Everybody was great. Everybody cared about the program. People wanted to know what I was talking about. People wanted to know about me. And so that was really, really great. And I'm excited for my time here at Duke, about to head back to Kansas City, but wanted to make a video about my 3 days here. I'm excited to see what they're going to do. John, once again, I'm proud of you. Coach Diaz, thank you so much for having me. Shout out to all the administration who had me. Thank y'all for making this happen. And hey, you all players, if you're watching this, once again, go out there, use that network, 145,000 plus alumni on LinkedIn. Use the network. And if you haven't been to the city of Durham, come check it out. As I always say, go out and create generational impact. Don't wait, create that generational impact today.